Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We're going to be completing the new GT Goku event mission today, which is of course the DB Saga category mission. Unfortunately, the two new Golden Week units of Goku and Piccolo do not go on this category, which is just kind of wild, but that's Dokkan translation for you. So this is the team we're going to be running. I don't have them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't have the new Bulma, so if you pulled her, that's a great unit to be using. I don't have Path to Power Kid Goku either. So this is the setup we are going for. I purposely waited for these two units right here to pick up their EZAs so I could do this. So if you don't have some of the more premium and summonable units that are going to make this a lot easier to do, for example, the Bulma, Path to Power Kid Goku, units like that, then if we complete this, then this is all you need. I don't think this is going to be too difficult. Watch me say that and get absolutely battered, by the way. But I don't think it'll be too difficult. The free-to-play units here are more than capable and should be more than good enough to be able to get through this. What is your... Oh yeah, we got all the dodge, right? That's what it is. Yeah, do you know what? We'll just keep Bulma here for now, chilling in slot 1. But with these free-to-play units, I reckon it should be more than doable. But if you haven't EZA'd the Tech Bulma and also the Strength Yamcha from the recent Easy area, get on that, get that done. They're probably going to be a big reason as to why you finished this. Like, we've got a lot going for us in this team. You know, this Bulma has dodge, decent damage output, not too bad defensively. We've got the Easy Kid Goku, who's going to be very good damage-wise. Not too bad defensively. You know, for me, especially missing Path to Power Kid Goku, defensively in Red Zone, you know, he kind of slacked a little bit, but considering this is the GT Goku event, which is a lot easier than Red Zone, he should be more than fine here, especially because Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku is going to have type disadvantage against him in the final phase. That Jackie Chun Strike EZA is also very, very good, so he's going to be a great addition to this. Also, if you haven't done him, do him as well. These are all free-to-play units you can have done to help you beat this. So, you know, I know it's not the most challenging event in the world. You know, I know in some of the free-to-play units, you're like, yeah, I don't really care about all of that. It's extra stones. You know, Global is very near to our anniversary in a few months. So every extra little stone will help. So that's why you should be completing the mission. And then one of your best bets is taking an LR Bulma as a friend. Yeah, she may not 170 lead the DB Saga category, but 150 is enough considering she's one of the best units in the game right now, which again, I can't get over the fact that we have an LR Bulma in the game. And not only do we have an LR Bulma and she's summonable, but that LR Bulma is currently one of the best units in the game. That's how you know you're in 2023 Dokkan. An LR Bulma exists and she is one of the best units in the game. Not a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, not a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, not a DBS Gogeta, nothing like that. But an LR Bulma is the best unit in the game right now, or at least one of, which is just crazy to me. Just crazy. But as I was saying, if you haven't done any of the free-to-play EZAs, definitely do them. They're going to help you do this mission. Even if you do have like some of the summonable DB Saga units, still do them. They will help you with this mission. And also, it's extra stones. Why would you not want extra stones when the 8th anniversary for Global is literally in a couple months? Literally in a couple months. I would have that Tech Bomb on rotation, however, and again, while a 70% chance to guard is very good, it's still a chance. There is still also the other side of the coin where that won't pop for us and she won't be guarding. So I'm going to have her floating for the entirety of this. Or she could dodge. That's another thing she could do. I was going to say, where do I put the units? It doesn't really matter. I just realized Goku is pretty much almost dead. One thing I will say is it's nice that, you know, the GT Goku event is still getting updated with missions. You know, it wasn't too long ago during the Dokkan Fest Bardock celebration where there was new missions for, like, the Vegeta and Goku event. But as I said in a video not too long ago, I'm not sure which one it is, but not too long ago, I think when all this content was, like, shown, I really do hope that the burst mode being attached to the original Goku event doesn't just remain just the original Goku event. I really hope in the future, but not too distant future, that is, I do hope they use other older events and put it with burst mode. Like, they've done it the original Goku event, they could do it with the GT Goku event. It's a fun way to kind of introduce, you know, your own artificial challenge on a you know, outdated, older, you know, what used to be difficult content or difficult event. You know, because burst mode has all of these options to flick through and be like, okay, I want the enemy to do this much damage, like a bit more, like an extra 10%. Or I'm like, let me go completely balls to the wall, fuck everything, do the most damage you possibly can, and have the most peakest damage reduction ever, and let's make this really difficult. So I hope that's something they stick with. I hope that's something they continue with. Like, it's fun. You know, it's fun. You know, while personally I may not take advantage of it to its fullest, you know, I might do a bit of burst mode, do some missions, you know, get it done to get it done. I'm not gonna lie, I don't play burst mode a lot, just because I'm lazy. You know, if there's stones to be got from it, I'll do it for the stones, and then I'll dip and then leave it. But burst mode's a great way just to keep constantly, like, redo content. You know, you have all them options as well, whereas like, mono teams can only attempt. Do AGL, do strength, do this, do that. Or only like 2 types can attempt it. You know, damage reduction or less damage is being done by certain types. You know, let's make it even more difficult. Like, do it with all the other older events. Do it with the original Goku event like they've already done. Do it with the GT Goku event. Do it with the Vegeta event. Maybe imply it to Super Battle Road or ESBR in some cases as well. Maybe even attach it to the God event. You know, I don't think burst mode should just be relegated to one event, unless, as I said, I really do hope it's something in the future they expand upon and like apply it to other older events to add that extra layer of difficulty, because I think it's a good idea. I think it's a very, very good idea. And of course, with all of that, that brings missions, that means more stones, means more reason for people to play the game, things like that. But I think burst mode should definitely be added to a lot of the older content. You know, so I hope they don't just stop with the original Goku event. I think it's a really good idea. You know, something I may not take advantage of too much. Like, I do what I need to do on Dokkan and I dip. That's kind of how I've always played the game, unless I'm like link leveling. But I think it's a good idea. I really do hope it's something that Dokkan end up keeping up. I really do hope they keep up with that. Because I think it's a great idea. I think it can be a lot of fun, especially for people who are heavily into burst mode, who like really do enjoy burst mode. And, you know, like, you know, getting a bit more out of Dokkan than, you know, doing the new missions, doing the new content, summoning for the units and just hopping off the game. So yeah, like, definitely, I really do hope they bring it to the GT Goku event, the Vegeta event at some point. As I said, maybe Super Battle Road, maybe even attach it to each individual stage or just overall to the event. Bring it to ESBR as well. Things like that. As I said, God event is there. Maybe add a burst mode to Red Zone as well. You know, make Red Zone even more difficult to give it more longevity. Give yourself an extra layer of difficulty. Because what you can do with burst mode runs, depending on which options you pick, you know, you could, as I said, you make your own artificial challenge, you know, in terms of making it a bit more difficult. Like, this time, the enemy's going to do way more damage and I've got to deal with that. And I can only bring strength types or AJ types. Or as I said, you can then just slap loads of damage reduction and defense on and then leave the damage the same and see how long it takes you to do it that way. You know, set up your own like mini challenges as well. So I really do hope they add it elsewhere. I think it's a lot of fun. As I said, it just adds a lot of, you know, artificial extra challenge. And, you know, it makes for fun, unique and individual runs for each player, which I think is a really good idea. I think it's a really, really good idea. But so far, we're kind of strolling through this. I won't lie. A few units are taking a little bit of extra damage, but nothing to be worried about. I mean, Bulma took 11k. I almost forgot as well that Easy Age Strength Yamcha does have guard because he's sitting next to LR Bulma, so that rotation is like ready to go. Like, they're chilling right now. Oh, the dodge from Tech Bulma, you love to see it. At one point in time, this is going to be such a waste of a Dokkan attack, but what can you do? But at one point in time, remember back in the day, about during my day, years ago, a few years ago, this Great Ape phase was one of the hardest hitting phases in the entirety of Dokkan. I can't believe I missed that. That was so stupid. But the Great Ape phase was one of the hardest hitting phases or enemies in the game. We've honestly come such a long way, man. It's honestly ridiculous. You take any of the current units in against this Great Ape phase now, and you're like, what's that? That's nothing. You're pathetic, bitch. Get out my face. Like, bruv, what do you mean this was difficult? But like back then, top units, if you got super attack, you're taking like 200k. You're getting clattered. You're like, oh shit. The Great Ape phase was always the phase that caught people off guard. You're like, okay, I've got to be careful. I don't want to die early. Like, oh man, how Dokkan's changed. It's funny whenever I go into like older events, if it's for missions or whatever, I always think like Dokkan has changed so much, so much. Bulma's pulling out all the dodges. You love to see it. Bulma is taking over Dokkan right now. Deep it. One of the current best units in the game, LR Bulma. One of the best free-to-play units in the game. That Int Bulma. If you could dodge that as well, that would be fantastic. Or you could just take it head on and take 178k damage, but it's okay. And then that tech free-to-play ZA Bulma. She's also very good as well. Bulma is taking over in 2023. It's here. All we need now is like a DBS Bulma and a GT Bulma that's very good. And then bang, you just run a full Bulma team. But yeah, man, Dokkan's changed. Dokkan has changed so much. So much. Do you know what? As long as she dodges, I mean, she's only got 10 dodge. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why. I keep saying that this Bulma has a 70% chance to guard. It's not. It's 70% chance of 77% damage reduction. That's what she has a 70% chance for. Damage reduction, not guard. I mean, if we're being completely honest, they're not overly dissimilar. But they are, of course, very different things, but not too dissimilar. But bunch of healing again, which is why, if you haven't done this, easy them free-to-play units, they are a big help. Because Yamcha's got his guard because he's next to a Peppy Girls unit in LR Bulma, the LR Bulma Friend. That LR Bulma is just literally... Actually, I was going to say she's carrying. She's not actually... Really? You got dodged? Ah, it doesn't matter. We get an additional super. I was going to say that LR Bulma's carrying. She's not carrying. But she's obviously very good. And then that Tech Bulma got that 70% chance for all that damage reduction. Also, per keys for obtain, she gets all of that healing over that 17,777 healing she gets, which is great. But for some reason, I don't know why it's in my mind. Like, I need to stop. In my mind, it's like, oh, she's got 70% chance to guard. No, she doesn't. She has a chance of 77% damage reduction. They're very similar, Chris, but they're not the same thing, okay? They're not the same thing. We're cruising. I'm not glad. I thought this was going to be a little bit more difficult. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I think it's because I'm using like mainly free-to-play units, but these free-to-play units are obviously very good. Dodge it. Dodge it. Dodge it. Dodge it. Dickhead! How do you feel? How do you feel? Thought you're going to hit me with a 10 times Kamehameha. You feel stupid, don't you? You feel stupid. Oh, the additional from Kid Goku as well. I'd love to see it. Can we hit a crit? Can we hit a crit? You are rainbowed. No crit? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I always ask for these things and never get them. Can you additional for me? Nope. At least Jackie Chun's pulling out crits. Come on, Goku, man. Like, learn from your master. That's Roshi under there. Didn't you know that? Got these keys fizz to Bulma. Bulma has her active as well, which I completely forgot about. But we'll save that for the final phase just to get through that a bit quicker. Which, honestly, her active skill is honestly stupid. Are you telling me you pop Bulma's active and she has, or she makes everyone's attack super effective? Not just hers, everyone's. Honestly, it's a ridiculous active skill. As I said, this is 2023 Dokkan. Like, how are you telling me some of the better units in the game are Bulma, Yamcha? Like, even before that, you're looking at Ginyu. Tech Pan was one of the better units in the game at one point. Like, honestly, like, Dokkan is... It's wild. I mean, these two both have type advantage. I mean, the Tech Bulma might be open to a bit more damage if she doesn't get her damage reduction. But it's a 70% chance, right? It should be fine. That should be popping more often than not, right? We should be okay. Even if we don't get it, which is quite a small chance that we won't. Like, we have almost full health. She's going to super. She'll only raise her defense by 30%, but we should still be okay. Like, we might take a bit of damage, but we shouldn't be dying here. Big additional from Kid Goku. Like, if you want to get a crit, that would be great. You're rainbowed after all. No, okay, I mean... Oh, triple! Triple! You're gonna crit now? Are you serious? You super attacked 3 times and didn't want to crit on any of them. I mean, at least you triple supered, right? I can't complain. Why is it every unit that's in slot 3 ends up critting when Kid Goku doesn't? When I ask for it? It's like it's doing it on purpose. Let's pop this active. I don't have animations on, that's fine, doesn't really matter. Oh, it's just, I completely forgot she changes the whole fill to her own orbs as well. Get nuked. Oh, if only I had the Dokkan attack. If only I had the Dokkan attack and done that with the Dokkan attack, Goku actually generally might be dead, if not close. What's she putting? This is the first time I've actually used this Bulma as well. What's she putting out? 11.9. Just shy of 12 mil. I don't know if this Bulma's got any dupes in either. I didn't actually check. 4.9, not bad. And an additional. 50% attack and defense rates. Big 4 mil crit as well. And Goku is almost dead. He's so good. So good. I've seen how well she works with Orange Piccolo, and what's the funny thing is, I have neither of them. I have neither of them. Oh, up to 6.3. I think Goku's dead right now. I think he's done. Yeah, there we go. Bang. There we go. The new Dragon Ball Saga category mission and GT Goku event complete. As I said, if you haven't done those free-to-play Easy A's, they will make this so much easier, especially if you're missing more of the summonable units, or maybe like Easy A Int Kid Goku from years ago because you're a newer player. Make sure you get them done. Do you know what? For the sake of the video, I think I should have enough tickets to do a summon. We will do our GT Goku event ticket summon, or yeah, GT Goku event ticket summon. I don't think there's anything that useful in the banners, but you never know. We could get an LR. We had no one flying with us. We've got no animation right now. It's looking likely that we are going to get absolutely nothing, but I'll take the extra 5 stones in the pocket going into the anniversary. Need to recoup some of the stones I spent, or if not, actually, no. Correction. All of the stones I spent on Golden Week and walked away with none of the new Dokkan Fest, but that's okay. That's the way the cookie crumbles. But it's looking like we are not going to get an SSR in this. Yep, we are not getting an SSR, no LR, nothing, but, you know, it was worth a go, but there we go. The new mission complete. Let me know how you find it down in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Take care. Have a good rest of your day, guys. And peace.